See, even my alarm clock is saying it's time. Let it go, ladies. In order for you to live a happy, productive life, in order for any new person to come in your life and have peace with you, you gotta let it go. You do. You gotta let it go. And if you have decided to stay with the person who did the damage, or who, in your opinion, hurt you or affected you, whatever action he took, if you have chosen, because it's your choice, to stay with him, then guess what? You gotta forgive him and let it go. Okay? You can't keep bringing it up. You can't keep going back and reverting back to it every time you get angry, every time a situation happens. You can't let that flashback come back. If you're not strong enough to get past it with him, let him go and move on. Like, just leave it and move forward. Because he deserves more and he deserves better, as you would if it was the other way around. Okay? We as adults, we have to be mature. We have to grow up and be responsible. Because all this time is waiting on no one. We are in 2021. Oh my God. 2021, y'all. I remember when we was excited because it's about to be 2000. And we in 2021. Time is not waiting. So why are you? It's time to grow up, move on, and let go. Okay? Let's see. Even if you encounter a new person who does the same thing to you that someone in your past did, you must treat it as a new thing and not reopen the old feelings, the old hurts, or scenario. Now, I'm going to put in a plug here because I have grown since I read this the first time, right? If it keeps coming back, okay? If you keep experiencing the same things with different people, let me let you in on a little secret, okay? This is a little life tip that's going to help you. It's not them. It might, well, I'm being nice by saying might, but you might want to check yourself, okay? There is no way, I hear it all the time. Girl, I'm just tired. All I track is these old men that da-da-da-da-da. And all I deal with is da-da-da. It's not them. I promise you. It's first of all, your thoughts about them. And secondly, your words you speak toward them. It's what you believe in your heart about them. And you're getting it all back. Whatever goes out comes back. If you want a loyal, if you want to stop dating the wrong Mr. and Miss Right and attract the right heart and keep it, guess what? You got to do the work. You got to stop expecting it to come from the other person. They got to do their work and you got to do your work. And it's not hard work. It really isn't. I do not, I repeat, any longer. I have given back other people their belief that marriage and relationships are hard work. I do not believe that. It is as hard as you say it is, and as hard as you allow it to be, and as hard as you make it and create it to be. It is not. If you say it's hard, guess what? So if you're in a relationship, just new starting out, or if you're not in one, please take my advice. Please hear me well. Do not go into a relationship with other people's belief that it's going to be hard. Because if you do, it's going to be hard. Don't let nobody tell you, girl, that's fantasy, and girl, you need to stick to it. No, you don't. Stay in your fantasy world, if that's what they want to call it. Think on those things which are pure, which are just, which are lovely. Expect those things. Regurgitate those things day in and day out. Process those things. Imagine those things. And that is what your life will return to you. As you think in your heart, so are you. And so shall you receive. Okay? Let's see. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. Sometimes in life and situations, you're misunderstanding one another. Okay, you got lack of communication. All right, you must give each person room to make their own mistakes. Just think about how many times you have blown a situation way out of proportion because of an old wound. So it is of utmost importance to forgive. But just because you forgive someone does not mean you have to continue to deal with them. Okay? That's for those who, like me, this is my second marriage. Okay? Just because you leave a situation don't mean you haven't forgiven or you still harboring. No, you just realize that it was time to go. Move. Get out the way. It's time to move on. It's time to go. Okay? And if you realize that and you move on, then guess what? Then you must be responsible to, when other people come in your life, the new ones come in, to give them their space and their fresh start with you, because they have no bearing. They have nothing to do with what you went through or what you dealt with before they met you or before you got into the relationship with them. So do not hold them responsible or do not make them pay for what someone else has done. Okay? Some people you forgive and you leave them alone. You move on with your life and you let them move on with theirs. You are not wrong and you owe no explanation to anyone else. Let's say that again. Can we get an applause on that one? You are not wrong and you owe no explanation to anyone else. Okay? Stop thinking you got to justify and explain to other people who not living your life, who didn't go through nothing you went through, who was not in that house or in that situation, in that job, wherever the situation happened that you left. Girl, why you? Shut it down from jump. Don't even go into it. You don't have to. That's what keeps it going, because you keep talking about it in the wrong content. Now, if you're going to talk about it to assist somebody and to help somebody else avoid it, by all means. But if you just got out of it, you ain't even ready to do that, because it's still fresh and it's you done burnt yourself and you got a scar. It's a fresh wound. Okay, when you just got out, that's fresh. You need to take some time, nurse it, bandage it, clean it, fix it, let it sit, let it heal. It's just take some time before you try to help other folk when you just got out of a situation. Okay? You are not wrong. I'm gonna say it again. And you owe no explanation to anyone. You need to do what's right for you. Sometimes it is not healthy to stay connected with someone that has hurt you. If you feel wounded, if you feel hurt, sometimes if your mind is not at that point where you can give them that benefit of the doubt, where you can allow them to start fresh and start new with you, pack your bags and keep it pushing. Because you need to be free and they need to be free. Everyone deserves freedom. Everyone deserves to be happy. And it's not fair, woman, if the man did something and you said you forgave and you, all right, we're going to do this. Let's try this again. And the next time he do the slightest thing, like leave the toilet seat up or don't put the top on the toothpaste, then you just fly off the handle. It ain't got nothing to do with that toothpaste. You still not cured, healed, delivered, or set free from the last big blowout. That's your problem. You still got all that built up anger and animosity. I'm going to tell you, anger is not your friend. Anger is detrimental to your health. Like literally. Okay? There are many people who a lot of the diseases, the ailments, the symptoms that they're having in their physical body, that they're going to the doctor and the doctors and stuff are filling you up with medications and prescriptions, ain't got nothing to do with your body. It's the fact that you still holding a grudge or you still harboring something that happened in another time. You need to let it go. You take it as an experience. You learn from it so you can make better decisions in the future. Never allow anyone who has hurt you to guilt you into feeling like you have to stay in communication with them. That is not true. You have to make decisions that are right for your life. Since they made their selfish decision and they did whatever they did, hurt you or made you feel whatever way, which still goes back to the fact of it's you. You have to, if you don't want to be hurt, then guess what? You have to control, and every day when you wake up, you have to set intentions for your day. You have to tell what your day, what's about to happen. You have to, as Cindy Trim in her book says, you have to command your mornings. Every morning, you have to do that. Okay? Because if you don't, you're going to keep repeating the same things. You must make one of the best selfish decisions possible and do what is best for you. Command your morning daily. Okay, we're going to put a plug right there, and I'm going to read something that I personally wrote this morning when I woke up. It came to me when I was just excited. I woke up and took a deep breath, and I just was feeling good, and let's put some little music in the back right here. And I started thinking about some stuff, and I was like, wow. And it says, how do you get ready for each day? By being intentional. Stop just allowing things to happen and take back your God-given right and power to make it happen. If greater lives inside of you, why do you wake up each day defeated, depressed, disgusted, and discouraged? If you sleep all night and your momentum has stopped and you wake up the same way or worse, why is that? Because you allow it. There are new mercies daily. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Okay? How do you maintain that joy daily? I'm glad you asked. Set your intention.